This jump, alright. I need my microphone or you can't hear me. This is John Pora. I'm coming from Tokyo, Japan, and behind me you see one big mess because kids don't clean up their own stuff and I'm too lazy to do it, so that means no one cleans it up. Alright, anyway, one day I'll have a new background with pictures and cool stuff, but for now I'm stuck in this place. Talking about speculation about Episode 9, let me be really clear. I do not like the Disney Star Wars. I have very little hope Episode 9 will be good. That does not mean I don't enjoy once in a while speculating and seeing what can save it for me. I've said this before, but if you're new to the channel, I give it 90% chance of being bad, disappointing, not as bad as The Last Jedi, or probably not as bad as The Force Awakens, but, you know, probably some bad stuff. I'll say 10%. Let's hang on to 10%. Maybe it'll be good. We'll see how it goes. I'm not paying to see the movie, but I will at some point see it and judge it. Let's get into some speculation. And there's 5 of these points, and 2 of them I think would be pretty good as far as a story and saving some of what's left. But the other 3, I don't know. Check it out. Here's the first one, where if Rey was a Force child, not quite human, that would be the best explanation for her crazy powers out of the blue, out of nowhere, lifting boulders, you know the deal. That would kind of work for me. Similar to Anakin's birth, making the reveal from The Last Jedi not completely redundant, but at least meaningful. It's revealed later on that Palpatine had perfected the midichlorian manipulation that Plagueis had been developing, which resulted in the birth of Anakin and Rey. By the way, I took these off Reddit post. The guy did a pretty good job of these 5, so I took it from there and I kind of made the Photoshop out of it. Alright, so this is number 1, and I think for me, that would be a little bit of a help to explain Rey's character. Again, if she was a clone, not quite human, not quite this incredible, awesome, overpowered Rey. Alright, check out number 2. Here's number 2. Snoke is a host body for Palpatine, horrifically malformed and scarred from the weight of Palpatine's dark side energy. I don't know, this is like a little stretching it, like now Palpatine was there all along. Seems like very shoehorned in, like how do we save this thing? Let's make it Palpatine was actually Snoke. I don't really go for this. If they pull it off right, I'm not totally opposed to Palpatine having been, you know, manipulating everything all along, but it's kind of a stretch for me. Okay, this one here. Luke tells Rey the only way to achieve true balance in the Force is to wipe out both Jedi and Sith. The Resistance and First Order will be wiped out in a climactic battle. So, the one thing I like about this is at least makes it so Luke is doing something important, giving some knowledge nobody else has, that kind of thing. But then again, we ultimately just have Rey being awesome Rey, saving the day, figuring out the thing, and, you know, I don't know, it's okay. I at least like that, again, Luke would do something important, and he needs to do something important with the small time I hear he's getting. I heard 10 minutes. Who knows? I'm hoping they're just saying that. I'm hoping it's more. I don't know. Like I said, I hold a little shred of hope for this stuff, but meh, so-so on this one. This one here, Rey fights a Palpatine-possessed Kylo on the ruins of the Death Star before Kylo sacrifices himself in some way, destroying the essence of Palpatine. Now, this is going around that perhaps Kylo will sacrifice himself and save everybody and redeem himself. And, you know, the thing with that is, would Kylo really go through all that to get to the head of the First Order, to be this powerful force in the galaxy, and then sacrifice himself to save now his friends? It seems like he's too far gone, and I don't know, it just seems like if he's redeemed, it's not going to work so well, and it's tricky. I'll tell you, it's tricky. It doesn't seem like they can end it right. I don't like this idea. I have a feeling Rey will actually fight some possessed version of Palpatine or something like that, but Kylo sacrificing himself just doesn't work so well for me. If they had something along the lines of Luke turns Kylo back or something like that, or Luke tells Rey how to or something, I don't know, it just seems like Kylo on his own will would not do a 180 like this without a really good reason. Who knows? Maybe we'll get that reason, but I don't like this one so much either. This one I absolutely dislike. Rey establishes a new order of Force users, not Jedi, not Sith, but Skywalkers. Force users who study all facets of the Force, therefore bringing a balance to the Force. So Rey's this awesome new sequel trilogy Jedi who solves it all, makes these Skywalkers awesome. She's amazing. She's Rey. Alright, they might explain her heritage also within this happening, but I just like the idea that Rey is not actually Rey. She's somebody who's been all along connected to the OT. Maybe, like I said, a Force child, a clone of Luke's hand was a theory that got around a little while ago. Something like that. I just don't like the idea of her being awesome, powerful Rey and saves the day. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this. Once again, I'm not like excited about episode 9 and awesome, but it is fun to speculate. Some of the best times I had at Star Wars was after The Force Awakens, speculating about The Last Jedi. That's the one good thing about The Force Awakens for me, was it did leave some very interesting things open to discuss. As far as the actual movie, didn't like it so much, but it served a purpose, and it did work well for that. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Can't do shoutouts now, because I don't have my phone, and verbal shoutouts don't mean so much. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling. That means it's over. Click that subscribe button. Pretty please with sugar on top. See you next time.